Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is your weekly video newsletter. This week we're going to talk about the tale of two cities. The tale of two cities is actually not about two cities, but it kind of is. We have on one spectrum, you have home price appreciation and home equity growing, and on the other side you have delinquencies and forbearances still threatening the housing market. Now, we also have the actual tale of two cities, which is the battle between Phoenix, Arizona and San Diego. So the home price index in January 2021 shows that our national home price appreciation was 10% between January of 2020 to January of 2021. Now, San Diego outpaced that and came in with an 11% average appreciation, only to be beat out by, yet again, the number one spot of Phoenix, which came in at 14.8%. So in that sense, it truly is the tale of two cities. But at large, the greater challenge and the greater chasm in real estate is on one side, you have home values and appreciations rapidly rising, and especially in other states leaving these high, dense urban areas. Now, of course, Phoenix and San Diego are posting the numbers they're posting, but if you look at states like Idaho and Wyoming and Tennessee and Texas, you see people going to these areas and ramping up the values in those other places. So for most of the country, home values have increased by a dramatic amount just in the last 12 months. Now, on the other hand, you also have the economic pressures, the unemployment pressures, the business shutdown pressures, and the furlough pressures that caused people to be in forbearance or become default. And that's kind of the other side of the story, the more negative side of the story, which is there are still millions of Americans that are really struggling with their housing payments. And with that comes a lot of uncertainty. There's a little bit of doubt, maybe some hesitation. And what you've seen by the government is they've come up with plans to help continue the extension of the eviction moratoriums, the rent moratoriums, and you've all seen this on the news. But what's really odd about this is that you really have kind of the haves and the have-nots. And it's somewhat difficult sometimes to just kind of look at this data and really make sense of it all, because it kind of just doesn't make sense in a logical way. Now, of course, we talked to lots of people, and some that are moving out of state, some people that are PCSing to San Diego. I'm like, whoa, sticker shock, trying to buy a house in San Diego in 2021, and I'm coming from somewhere else. The home values are definitely not as high as they are here. And then you talk to other people that they're like, hey, what do we need to do to rectify our situation? Or we don't have the ability to continue paying on our loan the way we did. What are our choices? So we're kind of seeing a wide variety of outcomes on the spectrum. And so, despite me sharing this information with you and this news, I also want to give you kind of a glimmer of hope. Now, I know that some of you watching this might be in the situation where you're like, yeah, Andy, I'm in forbearance. Our income opportunity and our employment opportunity is maybe scarce, or we're trying to get back on our feet financially. And, when you can and when you do, we still want to be able to be here to be a solution for you when it comes to your mortgage needs, whether that is even just having a conversation on what your options are so you can make the right choice and the next right step for your family. And also, we want to be a resource for you guys who you're looking to maybe move, or maybe you don't want to sell your house. You got to move, but you're going to keep your house in San Diego. Talk about what your options are. And most recently, what we've seen is people that are PCSing out of San Diego and they're PCSing somewhere else in the country, converting their VA mortgage here in San Diego into conventional financing. And the reason is, when you remove the VA financing on your house here in San Diego and you replace it with a conventional loan, you can free up your eligibility to go buy in the next state you're going to, whether that's Virginia, Mississippi, Hawaii even, Washington. You might know someone, or it might be you, that's in that situation where you go, yeah, I got my VA here, home prices have appreciated elsewhere, and I'm moving to that place, but I want to keep my place here in San Diego and convert it into a rental. You can actually do that. You can convert it into a conventional loan, and then as you PCS somewhere else and you move out of town, who's coming in right behind you getting orders to come to San Diego? Well, someone else in active duty who can live in your place and needs a place to live and has the BAH to cover it. So that might be a solution for some of you watching it, or it might be a solution that you could share with someone who needs to see this video and help them kind of understand what their options are, that not only, number one, frees up their VA, but number two, allows them to keep a rental property in a high-cost area of San Diego, which can be occupied by someone who's serving in the military and coming in right behind you as you're on your way out. So that's what I wanted to share today, because again, I know not everyone watching this is active duty or veterans, but you're maybe friends and family of military, either active or veterans, and I wanted to share that option with you, and also kind of just paint the picture of what's happening in the spectrum of real estate and mortgage land these days. So thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope that we brought you some new value, so a new mindset and an approach and a perspective to how to treat the housing and mortgage market right now. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, hit the notification bell so you're alerted right away when we drop a new video. And as always, please share this with someone who you know, like, and trust, who you know that this will help them in their success plan of real estate. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.